Welcome back to the Bernstein and Goff Show here on 670 The Score. All right, Dan.
Yes.
You know, we all like to go out every once in a while, have ourselves a bite to eat, get a few cocktails or a few beers in us. Well, this went down at Rippy's Ribs.
I would say Rippy and Rhubarb.
Right. Rippy's Ribs in Nashville.
Is it owned by Rodney Allen Rippy? The kid that used to be on the Harlem Globetrotter show?
I'm not sure.
I will look it up.
And I'm reading from SBNation.com. It says one Predators fan ended up with an impressive bar tab after Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Final, and it is something else. All right, I'm going to go down the tab for you here, Dan. 93 Coors Lights.
How many people again?
Not sure.
Are you just buying stuff for people?
93 Coors Lights, 10 Miller Lights, 10 Bud Lights, one short sleeve T-shirt, one sampler platter, one cheeseburger, one order of chicken fingers with honey mustard, one sausage and cheese plate, one order of nachos with pulled pork on it, one pulled pork sandwich, 5 bombs. Okay, so 5 Vegas bombs.
What are those?
I don't know. I have no idea. One Blue Moon, one basket of fries, one chips with queso, one Yazoo Pale Ale, and 8 Patron Silvers. Totaling $932. The tip, $169.73.
It really doesn't sound that bad.
A bill of $1,127.25 at Rippy's Ribs.
I'm looking at the menu now.
And I love the fact
pretty
that
good.
Separate checks, one of one, because there's no way in hell any waiter or waitress is going to split up a check for 20 people. That seems like 93 Coors Lights. That feels all right. So 113 beers, 115 beers were consumed. So 115 beers. What are we thinking there, fellas? What, not 6 people, 20 people, 15 people, somewhere around there? So 15 people, got to be at least 15 people, right?
Yeah, it's not an expensive place.
93 Coors Lights, $1,100 bar tab.
But that's like water at some point, you know?
Oh, yeah. You don't even taste
It's not like
them.
93 glasses of Cabernet. You
No,
know?
no.
Yeah,
No, you're going to die.
Right, I mean, over
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
that's kind of...
I love the fact that he bought one short sleeve T-shirt, by the way. I spilled some stuff.
I need a napkin.
And an 18.2% tip.
Probably automatic at that point.
I'd probably go a little bit higher than that, you know, seeing as how this person was serving at least, you know, a dozen people or more. But this 5 people primarily contributed to the incredible bar tab, but really it took a village to drink it all. Quote, we drank the majority. The guy who posted the Reddit account introduced himself as Chuggy Bear. Chuggy for short. We got tagged with someone else's Yazoo Pale Ale and Blue Moon. The Patron shots were shared with the table next to us. We never ordered around for another group, but since we had been getting buckets of Coors Lights, we were more than happy to share. I felt pretty good Sunday morning. I feel great today after another Predators win.
Hey, get people around there in a good mood, being generous about it. Maybe the Ryan brothers show up and start grabbing all the women's feet.
Choking people. Start punching and choking grown men.
Those are 2 married
rhinos.
men.
2 rhinos.
Not Republicans in name only.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
2 mastodons just throwing people
like twin toddlers.
Yes. That's exactly what they are. They're giant babies who can drink.
I want to lick your feet.
You spit on my Bryce Harper jersey. I'm going to break your face. Yeah, dude, that video was disturbing as hell. But a lot of people are chiming in now. Me and 5 other friends
I had 4 vodka Red Bulls, and I'm only getting started.
Me and 5 other friends had 118 beers on our tab one night. What's a Yazoo Pale Ale? I have no idea about that.
Yes.
12 beers or 8 and a few shots. I had a blood alcohol content of 0.351.
No.
Does that count? You're dead.
And how do you know that if you didn't get arrested?
Because the doctor told you so.
Well, if you're taking a blood test, like right there, something.
No, I mean, like, if they got to pump your stomach, they're probably going to say, hey, Mr. Williams, this is what happened to you.
My favorite part of looking up the
25 rum and cokes on a football Sunday afternoon.
Ugh. Oh. Maddie. Oh, that recalls a horrible memory.
Rum and cokes?
No, it's football Saturday and trying to keep up with the Southern frat boys with Beam and Coke.
Yeah,
I was a mess.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch the rest of the football game.
It's 1:30 and you feel like hell.
I want to walk home. And I left Wallace Wade Stadium and I crawled into bed.
Yeah, man.
And that night was the big blue and white basketball game, too, to roll out the new Duke squad and their scrimmage. Like, hey, it's blue and white game. I don't feel good.
Thinking about day drinking and getting it in that hard makes me tired.
And that's the night. See, I at least went home. My friend Scott was matching me drink for drink, and he went to the blue and white game and apparently was so wasted that he was just screaming gibberish.
Well,
to the point where my other friends had to pretty much like knock him out with a sap.
He was catching the Holy Spirit out there.
Yes, he was speaking in tongues. That's how it was described. It was like he was.
You sure Scott wasn't on something else besides beer or
touched by the Lord?
I'm just saying.
No, not at that point in his career.
Okay,
yeah, a little bit later on, maybe.
Later.
But this is the best. If you look at the Rippy's Ribs menu, underneath everything it says
Rippy.
It says, ask your server about available Rippy's merchandise. For private parties, please contact Jim the Governor Hill. And then they give his number.
Hey, Governor.
Hello, Governor. But the fact's like, hey, you better put the governor on there. They're gonna.
There's way too many people over there.
You call Jim Hill about a private party. You're talking to the governor. I'll see a lot of lawbreakers out there.
I won't be asking Jim the Hill Governor about a damn thing.
Yeah.
Trust me on that one.
You want a private party at Rippy's, you got to bring it to the governor's office. That's got to be run past the state legislature and signed by the governor.
Big boss man comes out of nowhere. Yeah. You hear the wrestling, the theme music in the background. Exactly. Hey, boy, I don't know if you belong around these parts.
You want to rent out the back room? You got to talk to Jim Hill.
Who's responsible for this boy? Yeah, man.
The governor's putting a veto on this private party.
Better run this through the comptroller first.
Yeah, real deal. Like it can get messy over there at Rippy's Ribs. 93 Coors Light.
We should give Jim the Governor Hill a call.
We probably shouldn't, because he's going to get on here and he's going to sound like Jerry Remy. We got to be careful.
You got to speak the language of ribs.
Right. Little language.
I'm talking rib language. No translator.
We don't do no tips around here. Full slabs or half slabs, and get out if you don't like it. Get out of my country while you're at it.
We cut them damn tips off. That's what they eat in the big city where they take all our taxes.
Burn ends are for PC punks. What do you want? The snowflake menu?
You can color on it if you want.
We don't play hip hop or that other crap either. Dude, Jim the Governor Hill sounds like an issue. So yeah, Rippy's Ribs, God bless you, and good looking out to whoever gave that young lady young man $1,127 on a bill.
I promise you, somebody's calling Rippy's Ribs right now.
Oh yeah, just checking in,
just checking in with the governor. The governor's out.
But I am Bob the Lieutenant Williams.
I'm Bob Lieutenant Governor Williams, and I can take a message.
I'm only kind of racist. We allow Mexicans. We gotta go.
Otherwise, we don't have a staff. Nobody wants to wash these damn dishes.
You know, they do all the jobs you don't want to do. That's what I say.